Your phone isn't just distracting you, it's literally changing the way you think, feel, and make decisions. Because a few years ago, I thought I had a discipline problem. I blamed laziness, I blamed motivation, I blamed myself. But there was something else happening. Something I didn't understand until much later. But then when I saw it, I realized that my phone was just not taking my time, but it was changing my brain. And the worst part, most people never notice it happening. The question isn't whether your phone is distracting you. The question is what it's training your brain to become. Because every tool rewires the person who uses it. A guitar rewires your fingers, a gym rewires your body, and a smartphone rewires your attention. The truth I was missing is simple. Your brain adopts to whatever you repeatedly do. If you repeatedly consume short bursts of stimulation, your brain starts craving stimulation. Not focus, not patience, not deep work, but stimulation. Once I understood that, everything changed. And before this video gets over, you'll never look at your phone the same way again. Most people think distraction is free. It's not. Every notification costs something. I remember I'm trying to read 10 pages of a book, but every few seconds I was checking on my phone. Not because it rang, not because I needed it, just because the habit had become automatic. And this is what I call the attention tax. You see, every interruption causes your brain to switch gears, and every switch drains mental energy. Think about this. If someone interrupted your conversation every 2 minutes, you'd go insane. Yet, we willingly allow our phones to do exactly that for years. And the result, we lose the ability of staying with a single thought long enough to do meaningful work. And that leads to a bigger problem. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Your phone isn't competing with your goals. It's competing with reality itself. Reality is slow. Social media is instant. Learning a skill takes months. A video takes seconds. Building a business takes years. A notification takes one tap. And that's what I call the dopamine gap. It's the gap between the efforts real life required and the instant reward that your phone gives you. And the wider that gap becomes, the harder ordinary life feels. Suddenly, reading feels boring. Work feels boring. Studying feels boring. Not because they're boring, but because your brain has been conditioned to expect constant stimulation. I know what you're thinking right now. So should I just throw my phone away? No, that's not the answer. Because the real issue isn't the device, it's how you've trained yourself to use it, and this is where I almost got everything wrong. You see, for a while I blamed technology. I deleted apps, I installed blockers, I made strict rules, and everything seemed to go smoothly. And then I'd sleep again and again. Then I realized the problem wasn't access, the problem was escape. And before I get to what changed everything, where most people usually get wrong, let me just pass this fast. Your phone isn't the cause, it's the symptom. When work seems overwhelming, we scroll. When we are anxious, we scroll. When we are bored, we scroll. When we are uncomfortable, we scroll. The phone becomes an escape hatch, like a digital hiding place. And until you understand what you're escaping from, every productivity trick will just be useless. And that realization changed everything for me. The goal isn't to use your phone less. The goal is to train your brain differently. I call this the replacement principle. Learn this. You can't remove a habit, you replace it. When I reached for my phone the first thing in the morning, I replaced it with 10 minutes of reading. When I wanted to scroll during work, I took a short walk. And when I felt bored, I forced myself to sit in the boredom. The last one is brutal because boredom feels uncomfortable, but boredom is where we rebuild focus. You see, most people run from boredom, but high performers use it as training. Because the more comfortable you become with silence, the stronger your attention becomes. And that's something that no app can ever give you. Let me give you a quick guideline. Now let me be clear. This isn't about becoming a monk. Your phone is useful. Mine helps me work, learn, communicate, and build. The goal isn't elimination, it is intentionality. If you use your phone as a tool, it serves you. If you use it as escape, it slowly controls you. The distinction matters. I still think about that moment. Those nights when I spent time scrolling. I thought I had a discipline problem. Now, I understand something different. Every scroll was casting a vote for the kind of brain I was building. And every day, you're casting those same kinds of votes too. Not at one time, but one tap at a time. The future version of you is being trained right now. The question is, who is doing the training?